We got to plant some laughers in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Owen only ever laughs at Sass, and it makes me sad. I notice it every fucking episode.
Let's not talk about anything.
I'm fighting for Owen's laughs.
Don't give it to him for free, yo.
Don't talk about.
But when I do get a laugh from them, I know I've earned it.
All that stuff is off limits.
Yeah, obviously, dude.
Why?
Because I said so. Any
Bro,
questions?
you've crossed every of my lines.
No, I haven't.
What?
Ever.
I told you don't say anything about that lady at the casino.
No, you didn't.
I'm joking.
All right, ready?
We've been ready.
This is where the podcast starts, right here. Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is February 12th.
Which is Canadian Valentine's Day, I'm pretty sure.
It's Canadian Valentine's Day?
Yeah, they celebrated 2 days early,
Really?
historically.
Interesting. Good for them.
It's
Happy
like Boxing
Canadian
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Secretary's Day.
To all of our Canadian lovers out there.
Always falls on a Tuesday. Easier for dinner reservations, though.
It's
Tuesdays?
a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Dumbass.
I think that, I mean, it's a lukewarm take, but I think Valentine's Day is one we could do away with.
Yeah.
We could remove it, and I don't think anyone would be particularly remorseful.
Well, fucking the corporations would. Hallmark.
Yeah.
True.
1-800-Flowers would.
True.
Yeah.
A lot of flower
do
companies
you-
would go out of business.
Do you mind if I ask how big do you go? Like, what do you do? How do you marshal yourself for? What are the expectations? Whatever. Just say what you like to do, if you could. Do you buy a gift?
It's
Or is
usually
it-
one gift in a dinner.
Yeah, nice.
What do you get? A toy?
Are you going jewelry or like?
Nothing crazy.
Uh-huh.
I don't think, but yeah, jewelry.
Roan's definitely dropping like $50K per Valentine's Day.
But that's not the diss that you think it is.
No, I don't think it is a diss.
You just fucking bodied me.
No, I wasn't saying it as a diss. I was saying it as I was with you this week and I saw how many times you bought flowers.
Twice.
I
I
think it was closer to 10.
Wait, for what?
Because I was away the week. I landed.
Oh, you sent them home?
I sent them home. So
That's
I
so
landed.
sweet.
Like 30 times.
No, twice. But I mean, it was
Just can't even imagine romance.
It was so funny.
Just so beyond the
well,
pale.
why was it funny?
It just was.
His wife's at home
cracking
with
up.
twins,
I know.
presumably verging on the third trimester,
Yeah.
probably deeply uncomfortable.
True.
And he is away for a week
Yeah.
to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
As a
he's sending flowers home
Yeah.
to his beloved.
I was just trying to engender
Sass is-
some goodwill.
Cackling.
I
But
thought it was
Pussiness
funny.
of it.
I said it at the airport as soon as I landed, and I told it to Dana,
Yeah.
and his mind was blown.
Mhm.
He's
Dana
"This is an
immediately-
and
yeah.
he smashed it right away. I was
Yeah.
like, you should do it. He's like, I'm only going for a couple days. I was like, even better.
Smart. Smart. Even better.
Even
better.
better. I'm just going Dan. He was like, he texted me 2 days later. The flowers were a massive hit. I was like, bro, just pass it along to someone else.
Yeah.
That's free game.
You want to hear something really, really gooey? When I was courting my wife,
Well,
I would go on the road for stand-up, and I would write her a postcard from the cities that I was in.
Oh, very nice.
damn.
I'm talking Rochester, Cleveland, Buffalo. It's not easy to find
Yeah,
no.
they don't
postcard
make
sales
postcards.
places in
It's
some
just a
of those
postcard
cities.
of like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah. There are places where you go, cities where you
It's our
go where
best
you're like,
fire
I need a
hydrant.
stamp. And they're like,
Yeah.
we haven't sold one of those.
Yeah.
There's no outgoing mail from this town. You're going to want the next town over.
We just
Yeah.
get bills.
Pony Express doesn't stop through these parts.
The Wells Fargo wagon stopped coming to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Sad to say. Sass, what was your biggest Valentine's Day swing that you ever made in your life? Maybe in like grade school, you get like the cards. You know
Yeah,
what
I would do
mean?
like the lollipop with the card attached to it.
That's fire. Did your mom would make a bunch for like the girls in the class type thing?
Yeah, we'd have to bring them in and give everyone one.
Everyone in the whole grade?
No, just the class.
Because if you do it yourself for the girls, you don't even like girls.
No, you're a freak.
Dude, I went to a school that was sort of like a communism breeding ground.
Yeah.
And it was everybody
You
plays,
got
everybody
Owen, you got
wins.
Owen.
There's one hot start and Tyler. Okay, here we go. He's probably just laughing at what you said, but I'm going to take some credit for it. We had homerooms in my grade, right? So that was sort of your home unit, and there were I think 4. And if you were going to bring in Valentine's cards, you had to bring in one for everybody in your homeroom. But you could do individual ones outside of your homeroom. So if you received one from a girl or a guy outside of your homeroom, you knew that there was something. They'd gone out of their way.
Yeah.
Because that was not everybody.
No.
That was not the communist
But
manifesto.
Yeah.
But crushes were forbidden.
No, but that was implied though. If you got one from an outside homeroom, they came across party lines.
So
then
you just don't shit where you eat. You can't fucking homeroom.
Well, you could, but it would be
Was this
veiled by the fact that everybody got one. You couldn't necessarily. The girl that you had a crush on who was in your homeroom wouldn't necessarily know how special she was to you because everybody got one unless you somehow got her something special.
No wonder the birth rate's declining. They're just like stifling love.
I know.
Was this in middle school or high school?
No, that was probably first through fourth grade, something like that. And it was always, man, I loved it. I loved the colors. I'd get cards that had, like Power Ranger cards or X-Men cards, and you'd have to tear them out of a sheet, maybe fold them somehow and put a little. Now, there was one girl who was really rich who got cards for everybody in all the homerooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slut.
We knew. And then in fifth grade, Bob Only I was in her homeroom. I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if she still has the money. But
probably.
Bob Only, he was our homeroom teacher. And at Christmas, I guess people got gifts for Bob as a teacher. Yeah. Apparently this is a thing, by the way. You get your teacher a gift. And I don't know what we got Bob. Maybe, a new tool belt. Probably not even.
Yeah.
That's expensive. It wasn't. I don't know. It was a $20 to $40 gift.
Probably like a Starbucks gift card.
I bet it was a restaurant gift card. Yeah. To Clayton's in Yarmouth.
Yeah.
They have good turkey wraps.
Yeah.
And we knew he liked that because it was on the way to the school for him. But I almost said her name again. And I think I have said her name before. Anyway, she got Bob, our homeroom teacher, an entire picnic set.
Oh my God.
A basket that was huge with plates and silverware and cups.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was high end.
Yeah.
They were held in place by little leather straps.
That's entrapment by her.
That's definitely something my dad's got my mom for Valentine's Day like 8 different times.
Yeah.
We definitely have like 9 picnic sets at home. Never used any of them.
Bob had the class he opened it briefly. I'll never forget. He opened it briefly and was like, wow, thank you so much. Said the girl's name and then shut it because he didn't want to leave that open for display to make the rest of the kids feel bad for how inadequate their gifts would seem comparatively.
Yeah.
But he's the teacher. Like, why does he have to have the same gifts as the students?
I think, again, it was sort of that communist ethos we adhered to.
Or maybe he was just trying to keep their relationship private.
Probably.
Oh, I don't know. I never saw anything
I think
like
he was
that.
fucking the mom.
That could be.
And he was like, she was having the kid do the dirty work.
It was probably because
Like
there was some worn underwear in there that he had to close it up really quick from the mom.
Yeah.
From the mom.
Pair of red panties.
The parents had emigrated.
I don't even like to say the word.
They had emigrated, but from a very wealthy country.
Yeah, Dubai.
So I don't know not quite.
Close.
You think people from the UAE are getting picnic baskets for Bob Only? No.
No.
Come now. Hush, hush.
It's definitely a much gaudier dish. By the way, present. But by the way, did you guys see that Brianna Chicken Fry is like in Dubai right now, speaking at like the World Future Leaders Conference or something like that?
I saw that she was in Dubai. I thought it was a joke.
She's walking on stage in like a power suit and a headset, like with her fingers tented, giving future advice.
She's probably getting paid like $1 billion to do that.
Dude, that is my dream. I have had this
What
dream.
was Zach Bryan offering with double it?
I thought she was fully kidding. She posted a story that was like heading to Dubai.
and
From Noah.
Look at the pictures. Did you look at the pictures? Was it? Shaping Future Governments Conference.
Damn.
And she's standing, it looks like the UN. She has someone behind her like translating what the Japanese embassy is talking about.
Holy smokes.
It's
Good for her,
insane.
man.
That's a pretty big gig.
She is having a year
Imagine your agent hitting you up and being like, "We got a gig for you."
Like, okay,
Dude, my
what
He's
is
gonna
agent-
it?
pay
my-
$10 million.
my agent hit me up and was like, all right, I got something for you. It's a little, I'm not even making this up.
Yeah.
A week ago, he was like, I got something for you. It's a little off the beaten path. It's a one night crypto event, and you're going to have to write material specific for crypto, but the money is crazy.
Yeah.
It was like $1,000
Oh, really?
for a 7 minutes.
Was this is you did a
I did one a couple years
crypto
ago.
one a while ago,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Made $5,000 for that.
That was
one.
yeah, you got to pay a ton for
Which
that.
is indicative. Well, maybe not, honestly. It depends if which crypto that it's
True,
indicative
crypto's
of.
going down.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which one. Some of them are going up. Did you get paid in $1,000 of Ascoin or was it cash?
No, they paid me with a check. I did not have the option to.
They definitely
to
aren't
opt for-
liquid. That's definitely why they had to pay.
I know.
$1,000.
And
Like, we are technically billionaires.
the only stipulation for the one that I did a couple years ago was that they said do not mention the fact that crypto is down like 40% today
Damn.
because everyone would be sad. And I was like, well, that's quite literally going to be the thing to make fun of.
You said it was only dudes, right?
Pretty much. But they were.
Only make fun of our best qualities and how good they are.
I bet you everybody that was at that thing is now worth crazy money.
Yeah, but like
There's
on
definitely
paper.
one dude who sold. They probably saw your set and then just immediately sold everything.
Yeah. Wait,
Like-
I need to finish this dream really quick. I used to be obsessed with the country of Saudi Arabia. I
Yeah,
don't
of
know
course. Everyone's gone through that phase.
why. Yeah.
I went through a Saudi Arabia phase.
Who hasn't?
You know that to go to Mecca, to do the Hajj, if you're not even to be let into the city or near the Grand Mosque or whatever, you need to convert to Islam and then you can unconvert once you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So they allow you to do that, I think.
Interesting.
Like an annulment in Vegas?
Yeah. And I would have been willing to do that.
You convert for like the time that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
The videos there are awesome. It's just going up to guys and like, assalamu alaikum, and like, where are you from, brother? And it's just TikTokers who just document people from like Turkey and from
Yeah.
Sri Lanka, just people coming from all over the world. Not many guys that look like you, though.
No. It's got all the trappings of Burning Man
Mm-hmm.
without the infrastructure of the RVs.
Yes.
But with the breathable
And
clothing.
the LEDs.
Right.
Equally breathable clothes.
Yes, and it has slightly, yeah.
So you're dreaming of Saudi Arabia.
Well, I read a couple books about Saudi Arabia and the royal family there, and sort of just the top heavy wealth that everyone knows about. And I had this dream that one of the princes, the guy now who's the crown prince, and I don't know if he's succeeded to the throne, but would just see one of my videos on Instagram, maybe he's a big Game of Thrones fan, loved the song.
Yeah.
And would summon me to the palace to do a private version of it
Yeah.
for $1 million.
Yeah.
And then like it so much that he's like, stay a while. We want this every Thursday
Mm-hmm.
because that's when it airs
the whole
over
Game
there.
of Thrones.
They need 4 days to edit out the nudity.
Yeah.
And I just had that dream. I really had that. I was like, all it's gonna take.
Yeah.
How do I
wouldn't say it's.
how do I target my material
Yeah.
towards Riyadh?
Yeah. I don't think it's out of the picture.
Well, any Saudi princes that are fans of the show, reach out to Francis and just let him know if or that you have been watching.
It seems like everything you talk about on the podcast, you immediately are hit up the next day. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow you just get a DM from Saudi Arabia as a whole. Like, just their country's
The country
Instagram.
account.
Saudi Arabia, blue check mark.
Yeah. And they're like,
Greetings,
Francis,
brother.
we listen to Son of a Boy Out every day. We loved what you were saying. Like, we'd love you to come do some workout in Saudi Arabia.
Do you still know Game of Thrones? Though?
Please
Yeah.
send us snap screenshots of your followers and your growth
Yeah.
and your engagement
Yeah.
to determine what we will pay you for a private
$1 million per follower.
to eat a camel shank in your office.
I'd love that. Because that's like, that's a gig that's like a week and then you're set for life.
I
Mhm.
ate camel at my office. And you're just
Yeah,
looking over
yeah.
your own
Normally I'd
shoulder.
be too self-conscious to eat this, but
Oh, dude, do a video where you're eating like a traditional Saudi Arabian dish at the office.
I like that.
What else do they have? I'm just thinking of you popping a hump of camel as like water squirts out of it. And, like,
Yeah,
throw
you
your
put
head
your
on the
mouth
suck of
right
it.
over it.
Like
Yeah,
in Dune.
like a full water
yeah.
fountain.
Your head starts expanding as you fill with liquid from the camel. You blow up like an airhead, or like one of those Capri Sun commercials.
The Saudis would definitely appreciate if that happened in the video. If you turned
Yeah.
into the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good. That has
I'm
been
looking
my
up the
dream.
biggest Saudi Arabia dishes.
You know, everybody has that get rich quick scheme, right?
yeah.
I had a belief for a long time
Mine was Devontae Smith anytime touchdown.
that I'd be walking along the beach in the Hamptons and some dog of some estate owner would leap the fence and take a chunk out of my calf.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Have you ever seen?
Let's settle this
Chasing?
quietly.
Have you
I
ever
see that you
seen-
have quite a reach on Twitter.
Have you ever seen
I'm so sorry
Seven
for
Psychopaths?
Linguini's misbehavior. You're not the first person. Usually it's a postal worker.
And you're already filming yourself, and they have to tell you to stop filming.
Yeah.
Just go do that. Just go to my house. My dog bites everybody.
Yeah, but is your family liquid enough to change his life
That's
with,
the
a-
issue.
with a lawsuit?
No.
That's the issue. Your dad would be like, fine, tweet about it. What do we care? Yeah, go ahead.
So you have to. So
MBS is the
Kabsa.
prince, by the way. That was his name. Mohammed bin
kabsa
Salman.
is a rice dish with meat and vegetables. You could have that.
I'm down for that. I think they eat with their hands,
Matiz?
but maybe they don't.
Oh, if you traditionally ate,
Oh, that's not a bad idea, Roan.
if you ate with your hands, or like an Ethiopian dish.
Yeah.
I mean, Ethiopians definitely eat with their hands.
Yeah, they do.
It was fucking at the wedding. Just the utensils were there, and they still opted for hands.
Yeah, it'd be disrespectful at that point to use a utensil.
Yeah, eating some Saudi food, but I mean, I don't know how badly you want to get invited to Ethiopia. It was beautiful.
That's not on the list for me.
Yeah, I think traditional Saudi food with your hands. But I don't know if they ate with. Did they definitely eat with their hands in Saudi?
I'm not
Arabia?
100% sure, and so I don't mean to be culturally insensitive if they do not do that.
Right.
But I know there are cultures. I think it may be the Bedouin tribes. I remember hearing where the women prepare the food in the tents or whatever, and then they serve a big platter to the men, all of whom are sitting around it in a circle. They eat with their hands, and then whatever is left over on the bones, that is what the women eat.
Eating rice with your hands is crazy.
It's not that crazy though. It's kind of like inconvenient to eat it with a fork.
Yeah, spoons are the goat.
Dude,
rice
when
instrument.
I had one of those Nutella cups with the
Yeah.
little sticks yesterday, and I got to the bottom of it,
Yeah, you've
and I was
done this.
out of sticks.
Yeah,
So I used my finger as the dipper to leave it nice and clean.
that's definitely not the first time you've done that.
No, it isn't.
It's
But
almost built for that, honestly.
I was a little bit ashamed.
Yeah,
I lowered my head.
yeah.
Did you use your pinky for like the end of it?
No, it was the aperture was wide enough that I could go pointer the whole time. Yogurt cups, the old Yoplays. Sometimes when I would eat them with a spoon, the bottom wasn't flush enough, so I would flip the spoon over and use the stem of the spoon to get that last part of the bottom.
Interesting.
It was that hungry.
It's
Those
more
yogurts
like
were good.
It's
They
more
weren't
like
really
a
yogurt though.
Native American eat every part of the buffalo thing.
Yeah. I mean, what was those things must have been what, 20% yogurt? 80%
Yeah, the
sugar.
key lime pie
Oh, the key
Yoplait
lime pie was crazy.
with the red top. Oh my god, get the fuck
You ever have
out
the
of here.
Chobani key lime pie flip?
I haven't had the flip.
No, it's
What
too
is it-
fancy
what
for me.
flips into it?
Like little crumbs of
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's like
chunks.
a pie crust.
Chunks
yeah,
of
like
crust.
pie crust.
The Chobanis, they were really doing some interesting stuff.
They still are.
They were the EDM of yogurt.
They still are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I every time I go to the grocery store, I spend a while at the Chobani's.
Did you buy them though?
Yeah,
Just look.
slam them
Don't
constantly.
touch.
That's a good dessert.
Good probiotics.
That's a good dessert. There used to be a Chobani store in Soho, which
Really?
where you could get funky kind of
That's
mixed
awesome.
up stuff.
Like a
Yeah.
Yankee
Soft
Candle
serve.
store.
It was always yogurt based.
But like, were they serving it up, or was it just already prepackaged rare?
No, it wasn't
yogurts?
prepackaged. They'd make it for you,
What?
top to bottom. Soup
I
to
love a
nuts.
good store of a specific product that usually you would only find in like a big store,
Agreed.
like a Walmart or a grocery store.
Like what's an
Yeah.
example?
A Lego
Yankee,
store.
I was gonna say Yankee Candle.
Lego store.
Like Yankee Candle, you're typically used to seeing it at like a Target.
Legos.
Legos.
Mm-hmm.
Lego store is fine, but it's like, have you ever been? Have you
I walked
have you ever
by the
actually
one.
been into a Lego store?
No, I don't think I'm allowed.
It's-
You have to have a child accompany you.
No, you don't.
No?
It's like Hershey Park.
Yeah, it's those little water fountain parks in Brooklyn.
It is a little. It is like you can get some pretty cool sets.
Uh-huh.
Like you get a pretty good. You definitely like a Millennial Falcon or something like that. but-
Millennial Falcon.
Yeah. And what is it? How is it pronounced?
That was the Falcon that was released in 2000.
How is it pronounced?
Millennium.
Millennium Falcon. I like Millennial Falcon better. It sounds better. But you get that, but then also it's a lot of like they just have like individual pieces. Like dudes show up there to be like, I need a 2x6 red. And then they just go
Oh,
and
they
buy
asked for
that.
single
They like you can get a lot of people go and get like single pieces.
chunks.
Like they have baskets, so they have these big buckets of just like single.
Loose.
I haven't been in a very long time.
Hmm.
It might be different now. They might not be still, but they probably aren't still selling Legos by the individual piece. I can't imagine that's that profitable.
No, that's the penny candy of Legos.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the Chiquita Banana Store is a great specialized one that they
Very
have at
fun.
Walmart. It's just rotting bananas. Lego store is like fun.
I feel like you guys are really brushing over the Yankee Candle store.
I've been to the Yankee Candle outlet before.
Why
And
is that
I counted,
very nice?
I counted and videoed the number of flavors, variants of pumpkin candle.
Yeah.
And it's fucking insane.
It's a very
They have
fun
like white
store.
pumpkin and pumpkin pie
Yeah.
and
No,
like
no.
autumn pumpkin.
You could get lost in the Yankee Candle
I'm
store
not
for
having it.
hours.
But it's not like Lego where there's like fucking exhibits and toys and rides and shit.
I feel like you guys are thinking of like a specific Lego store rather than just Lego stores, because Lego stores I think are a lot more common than you guys think.
Maybe.
Yankee candles are on the side of every highway in Montana.
The Native Americans sell them.
I just have a very hard time believing that.
There's one in my hometown of Freeport, Maine, an outlet.
That's much less surprising than every highway in Montana.
I just think of
In Montana,
It's
it's like
like
there's,
Yankee
like-
Candle, fireworks store, trading post, Yankee Candle.
I don't agree.
Start the
I
pattern
don't know when the
over.
last time I saw a Yankee Candle store was.
They
They
always
definitely
have the
don't have them
outlet,
in New
but
York.
I don't know the regular stores. I don't know where the regular stores are, but I know I always see an outlet.
There's always an outlet.
You need to get over your Yankee Candle facts because there are far better candles. Have you ever had Le Labo?
No. And
Oh.
yeah, I will die on Yankee Candle.
The Figue? Figue. Figue.
Yankee Candle is a candle for the common man.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna eat a cookie, you're gonna get a cookies and cream candle
Sounds
for your
great.
apartment. Get
Sounds
the
great.
fuck
No.
out of here, dude.
You get the worst are like the really masculine scents that
Yeah,
just
those
smell
are
like
freakish.
ash.
Yeah, boy scent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like blue.
Try,
like a
try Sandal
candle.
number 22 from Le Labo. They have, what are the other ones? The other really fancy candle makers, Ron? Some good ones?
Why are you bringing Ron into this?
I should know. I should
He doesn't
know.
know?
This.
You
No,
don't know?
I should know this.
He doesn't know big candles like you.
I'm getting
telling you-
exposed as actually low culture that I only know.
We're
yet.
Yankee Candle man.
He's not
Oh, we
eating,
know Yankee.
he doesn't own, he's not getting a fucking apple strudel candle.
I
at
think
Yankee
you're
Candle.
going a little too deep into the fruit and the food flavors. Like they have good like you could get like a nice like a pine,
Just
a good
lavender,
pine,
sage.
yeah, lavender.
I'll extend an olive branch. Pine is a crossover between where I'm talking and you're talking.
But that's what I never was like. I never went into the Yankee Candle store being like, I gotta get the blue raspberry.
Yeah,
What do you guys? Where's you guys blue raz at? I want my apartment to smell like Sour Patch Kids.
I need the green Gatorade.
Yeah. Like
scented
obviously, I
candle.
was talking about like the traditional candle scents.
Mm-hmm. I need to know what some of these other great candle stores are.
Honestly, my wife makes her own candles.
Does she?
Yeah.
That's becoming a big thing.
We're about to have to get rid of the
For
candle.
lids.
We don't have enough space for all the candle making stuff. It's about to be a sad day. I'm like, make a bunch of make a last batch before you. But candle making stuff is there's like 400 pounds of it at my house.
There can't be.
Because you need all the wax that goes into the candle.
It's gotta be. To make candles, it has to cost less than $1.
Okay,
There's
I got.
no way.
You're making your own
There's
scents.
no
You're
way.
mixing scents.
You guys have $400 worth of candle stuff.
4,000.
Diptyque. Diptyque is the really nice candle maker. As is Aesop. Aesop makes great candles as well as hand soap, and they have this one that's got some granularity to it, some texture. Sass,
I know. Hold on.
this is
Are you
this is
going
for
through
you.
something?
He knows about this.
Are you
stuff.
going through something personal? What's going
No,
on?
I was texting.
Why would you pick up your phone? I'm telling this directly to you
Because I got like 9 different people that are asking me shit.
about candles.
Yes.
Tell them you're fucking working.
I
Tell them it's
did.
your hour.
I did. They don't care.
Tell them, well, then you don't have to answer if you're working.
All right, I'll put my phone away.
I don't care about that.
No, I do need to put it
I'm
away.
schooling you on
It was
candles.
distracting me.
You know the big
I
difference
was fucking up the
between,
flow.
Use
That's on
mine.
me.
Use mine.
between a $76 candle from Diptyque and whatever the
No, I've explained multiple times. I
loose
don't
Lego
know. I
block
don't know
candles
what
they have
those
at Yankee
are. I
Candle.
don't know what these candle brands
Hi,
are.
I'm missing a pine cone candle from my collection. Oh, go check the bargain bin. Some of the
All I'll
glass
say is when you
shattered.
go to Target and you go to the candle aisle, there's usually like they've got like 1 or 2 Yankee candles lying around because they're hot. They go quick.
No,
They go quick.
that's because they produce them and nobody buys them.
No, it's because they go fast. When you go to the Target aisle, the first thing you're looking for is you want, and you know what it is. It has nothing to do with the scent. It's the jar. The Yankee Candle has a superior jar.
Well, it
I don't think the
recycles
jars
the
are any
candle.
good.
Like
Yeah.
the candle will all melt down, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
the wax will come up like the head of a beer.
yes,
and it just
the candle
burns
never
that.
dies. The candle,
Candle
will never die.
die. It's like the eternal flame.
It's very similar to the Eternal Flame.
I think that the Yankee Candle burns it lopsided.
And
I
I'm
think
not talking about the flat, the one that has the flat lid. I'm talking about the one that has the big round
The glass.
knob lid.
yes, that
You
seals
rip it
on the
off.
f-
You rip it off,
It's airtight. It's
and now you got
soundproof.
pine radiating through your house,
Mhm.
or as Francis would assume, maybe like a
like train
a
tracks or
watermelon.
something.
Après ski cocoa.
Like that's fun. That's a fun scent. Like I love one that's like
You're not-
cozy,
You're not
cozy
finding that.
log cabin fire,
Yeah, fine.
and then you're in your apartment and you're just standing with your face right over it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the candles my wife does bring home are fucking monsters. They're like punch bowls.
Those big
with
ones are
3
great.
wicks in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are
yeah.
great. But if you get one from the nice places, they're about $500.
She must be.
See, like that's something that is just dumb.
I don't disagree.
Spending
But we-
$500 on wax.
Do you know where I buy
That
my
you'll
expensive
get
candles?
some
burn?
cheese and
Do-
make your own candles?
Do you know where I buy my expensive candles?
Where?
eBay.
You're buying used.
Swear no.
You're buying used
You're
candles.
buying knockoff
Only
candles,
used once. Well, I can see the wick is black.
and it's all the way burnt out.
You're buying your candles on Depop.
The thing about buying
Sheen.
a better expensive candle is that they burn more slowly and more evenly. Do you trim
Francis,
your
there's
wicks?
literally nothing you could tell me that could convince me to buy a better expensive candle.
I'm gonna get you one.
You better not. That shit's going straight in the trash.
Why would you do that? If I bought you an expensive candle, you'd throw it away.
I would say return this.
I would never do
He
that.
I would
Burn
go
it the
sell
wrong
it. I would go
way.
bring it the wrong way. I go bring it to the back to the store and get my money back.
Get
And then
my
I would
money
give
to
you like half the money.
Yeah, you're big on that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Returning your friend's money and keeping a little piece for yourself.
I got so many DMs of people asking me to send them the PlayStation controller. It's not for sale.
Speaking of PlayStation, I had some troubling stuff happen last night.
What happened?
I had to do it. I had to buy a new PlayStation.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit was cooked when I got home. I couldn't get it to work.
Because they were jostling it around in TSA.
Probably.
You buy a new PlayStation every month, and you're not willing to spend more than $5 on a candle.
Yes. Exactly.
You're
Yes.
spending $500 on a PlayStation when you should be getting a 3-wicked punch bowl candle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who sells PlayStations? eBay.
Really.
Yep. You add 2 things to your cart: new PlayStation
Candle for free.
and a candle.
And you could probably throw on a third for free, discounted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bundle it.
We got to get a candle sponsorship. I'd love to do our podcast with just like 100 candles out.
Customers who purchased a gently used PlayStation also purchased Le Labo Figue.
But
The candle right here.
what I was going to say, Rowan, was that now I have another controller.
Is this fake? Oh no, it's real. You have another controller?
I now have another one.
You have a 5th controller?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is the Spotify candle.
Let me see that. Let me get my pause on that because I can't imagine Spotify's putting out a cheap candle. And that's actually a hot one because we could get that on eBay for like $1,000.
Do you see this wick? It's too long. If you leave it that long, the flame will be high, and that's going to cause it to burn unevenly. Even this, you see how it's burned
Yeah.
a hole in the middle?
Yeah.
Not good.
But I think that's could be due to the pour. The pour of the wax has to be even as well.
One time when I was in high school, I was in my room and I had a candle lit and I wanted to, and I blew it out and then I wanted to relight it and I picked it up to relight it and I forgot that I had just blown it out, and all of the hot wax spilled all over my bed,
Yeah.
and it was impossible to remove.
Yeah, you think that's bad? Try having a. Never mind.
Why did I can't believe you had candles in your room. That doesn't strike me as a very you thing to do.
We
I'm
once
really
took
only
a-
picking up flame here.
We once took a party bus to
Not
Mohegan
really.
Sun,
That's the only scent I'm getting is fire.
and we paid our buddy on the way. Someone had gotten strippers for the party bus to Mohegan Sun, and we paid our buddy like $200 to have her drip hot wax all over his bare back.
Which I guess is nice.
That was what I was gonna say.
Is that I guess people find that sexual.
I don't know. I'm not into it.
Have you tried it?
No,
You might be. You might fucking like it might change your life.
I
how
think
much
that's
you
just
love
one
it.
of those things where assumptions can sometimes.
You might go homeless if you
tell you
like it
everything.
enough.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that could be one that like really impacts your life in a negative way. How much like you get hot wax on your back once, and then you find out that you've never loved anything as much as you love.
You haven't been orgasming, right?
Dude,
You've been like you just get a limitless pill for how you come.
it fully ruins your life.
It might, dude. If you were just what if you're only using 1/10 of your cum, and there's 90% more
Yeah.
cum inside,
And
of
all you need to get it out is hot wax on your back. Like we're gonna be doing our pod. We're gonna be waiting in here and be like, where the fuck is Francis? He's late again. Comes, he shows up. His back is covered in wax. What?
Looks like the Blue Man Group.
I was busy. Francis is getting out of control, man.
His shirt's sticking to his back because he's just coated.
You smell like pine all the time.
I wonder if people pick the scent when they get it drizzled all over them, or they'll just take whatever.
I think they just go candlestick, which I believe are typically scentless.
How are you hoarse today, but you weren't yesterday?
I'm very hoarse today.
I don't know. I think I just been yapping. I've been fucking yapping.
Oh yeah, you had your show this
yeah,
morning.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just yapping yesterday.
I'm not really liking how much success your show is having. So maybe we fall back to every other week.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
It's not that much success.
Yeah, he's got like 30,000 subscribers.
I saw that.
not
I had
even close to
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. It was a little troubling.
Yeah.
You're hearing footsteps.
It's not even close to
There's
that.
some fucking lumbering
It's
footsteps.
time to shut it down.
There's
It's
an
way
army.
different. That's
Shut
slapstick
it down.
comedy.
Shut it
That's
down.
Three Stooges comedy. It's all physical comedy. I'm basically like getting a hit in the back of the head with a 2x4.
We're going to make an offer and we're going to see if we can buy you out.
Tell you what,
Turn that into a Son of a Boy Dad Clips channel.
me and this guy, we're leaving you in the dust
No.
till you start deciding to post again.
Yeah,
What
this is
the
the year
hell?
of Francis.
What the hell? I posted this weekend.
You don't post shit.
I
And
just
when
posted.
you do, it goes bananas.
Yeah, it was actually great this weekend that you
Good
did
post.
that.
Yeah.
One tweet.
Yeah.
Well, I
Big
think
weekend for you.
What it is you got to get out into the world and just like go to events.
You
And
got to go live a little. He's right.
You're gonna go. You just have to go to like the NCAA tournament and shit, and just like do one banger of a tweet, and it will pay for itself.
It won't.
That's my understanding of the internet. It will.
It won't.
Why?
The whole reason I stopped tweeting was because it did not pay for anything.
I could see Elon catching some of your tweets and inviting you to come be part of
Oh yeah, his Saudi.
the Department of Government
That would
Efficiency.
be huge.
If
And be
you
like,
got
hey,
a
listen,
Doge.
we'd like you to be our next speaker at the Dubai World Leader
Yeah.
event.
I could see Kash Patel seeing some of your tweets and inviting you to join the FBI.
That would be sick.
I think that you could definitely like counterterrorism or
What's
like,
a
intel.
position that you could get offered that with zero hesitation you'd be like, I'm quitting comedy, I'm quitting the podcast, I'm going to do this.
It would be sick to be a spy.
A
If
spy.
someone just like was like, we need a spy, but in an English speaking country.
Francis
so,
could
like,
never be a
Canada.
spy because you look too much like a spy.
I
Like
don't
if you
agree
showed
with
up in
that.
Saudi Arabia, they'd be like, this dude's clearly the feds.
Yeah, but that's not
That's
because I
Jason
look.
Bourne. No, that's
That's not because I look like a spy. It's because I'm white and have red hair. I could never be a spy because my features are too overt.
No, I think it's because you look like a spy.
I can't blend in.
Exactly.
when he's like,
Because you're a
The
spy.
name
Spies,
is-
spies blend in.
I could be a spy.
Spies blend in.
I could be a spy.
it's Bond, James Bond, and they're like, yeah, no, we know you.
Yeah.
we spotted you as soon as
Yeah,
you walked
yeah.
in.
You could be a spy more readily than I could.
Yeah.
But that's because your features are less
Noticeable.
distinctive.
You're saying he has a worse jawline?
If
He's
someone-
saying my jawline,
if you
my
asked
jawline is...
if you asked a sketch artist to draw, if someone saw me, passing in 1 second, and they asked a sketch artist to draw me, and you saw the rendering,
Yeah.
you'd say, "Oh, that's Francis."
Yeah.
If someone said, "Yeah, this kid, I don't know, he's wearing Patriots pajamas and
It would be outfit determinative.
They're
not
Like
pajamas?
he had brown hair.
They're not pajamas.
it would be my point being we wouldn't be able to pick you out from your sketch."
I don't know about that, but I do think I would have a better time. I think I would have a better chance being a spy than you do. But
Wait, why?
What? Go back to the original question.
Why?
What would? Because I think people wouldn't expect me to be a spy.
Yeah, but you'd be the kind of spy that just fucked their way into information.
Yeah,
You'd just be.
I'd be fucking everybody.
You think that's what Obama's cook was? The one that died? You think he was a spy that was fucking him for information?
No, I think he was just fucking for the love of the game, and then it got too real.
He
Too
just
quick.
accidentally became a spy.
Yeah,
He wasn't spying to fuck. He was fucking to spy.
yeah.
But
Just for love of the game.
yeah, my answer is spy though.
Spy. What's yours?
That would not have been my answer. Does it have to be like a government job?
No, it could be anything. Like someone messages you today, you get an email on your personal email, and they're like, "Francis, I have a big opportunity for you."
GM of the Celtics.
That would be amazing.
Are you saying is it something that in a perfect world I would actually be well suited for that job? I could do it.
No,
So it
you're
has to be
taking a
something
risk.
that I think
You're taking a risk.
that I think I could succeed in.
Yes.
Well, that's obviously not GM of the Celtics then.
I
No, are you kidding?
think that job's a lot easier than people think.
I don't think it
I think
is
it's
at
a lot
all.
harder. I think it's hard to get the job.
I don't
once you
think
get
that
it, you
job
kind
is
of just
easy.
fuck around.
Once you're in, you just collect chips.
I think once you get the job, you just go on ChatGPT and you're like, should Jason Tatum stay?
Or you're
Should-
just
Jason Statham.
Should Jason Statham stay?
Jaylen Brown, pass me the ball.
What should we do with Jaylen Brown in the offseason? Keep him. All right. That's what we're going to do.
What was I gonna say? Okay, well, you guys talk because I'll have to think about this. A job that I would leave what we do for without a moment's hesitation.
Would you do astronaut if they offered you it?
No, see, that's because I wouldn't succeed at that.
I don't.
Okay, say you would succeed. Say you would succeed.
Well, that's a big difference.
You're going to succeed no matter which one you do. in this-
Veterinarian.
Really?
Yeah, you just get in so much trouble killing dogs if you don't have that degree.
It is the carte blanche of
Yeah.
killing.
It's like being a cop.
animals.
Like, we are the only people legally allowed to actually kill people.
So you have to take advantage of.
Killing a horse? Holy shit. And having it be humane?
I was about to say that.
Being patted on the back because you put a horse down? That's a big mammal
It's huge.
to take the life from.
Yeah.
Watch it fade slowly out
It's
of
like
its eyes.
it's like 6 humans.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a mortician, if you're going in that vein, I think you could be great at it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're already dead is the only problem.
I think whitewater rafting guide. Being outside all the time. I really admire
That's the gig that you'd put everything behind you for. Now you're living whitewater rafting guide salary. You're probably only working 2 months out of the year. Let's reconsider.
Yeah, but they all work in like they all become
You're dealing with an overweight Midwestern lady who just like decides halfway that she
Doesn't know
wants
how
to
to
go
swim.
back.
Yeah, has no idea how to swim either.
no, I would do it on the middle fork of the salmon.
What about an Olympic whitewater rafter?
Is that a thing?
That's cool, but that seems dangerous. Anyone who's actually a kayaker, that's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The training for that is
kayaker.
dangerous. But
Yeah, I guess mine would probably be something like that too, though. I'd probably do like fly fishing guide.
yeah, there you go.
I think I would enjoy that
Just
a lot.
be outside all
Yeah.
the time. Be fucking
Maybe open my
awesome.
own fly shop. That would be cool. And
You
then have, like, a guide
you don't make a
company
ton
out
of money,
it.
but you don't need money.
No, you're just outside.
Your house, your 15-bedroom mansion in Wyoming
Yeah,
costs $300,000.
yeah. And there's like 6 people living in it that are all paying $10,000 a week to live there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you ski in the winter. I mean, that'd be sick. I think any job that would get me out of New York City and allow me to be outside all the time would be pretty nice.
I dummied both of you, and that spy is way sicker. You
Spy
guys both
is
were
way
like
better.
decided to be middle school teachers.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go because the Francis's point of changing it to something that you could actually do changed my opinion. Because I was gonna say like NFL something like wide receiver or something like that, but obviously I can't do that.
you'd have to be like a offensive guard.
Yeah.
You could do it, but you'd have to be like 315 pounds.
Yeah, we also know how uncomfortable you get impersonating NFL players.
Do I?
Certainly if you're at a casino.
True.
He
That
brought
is
that shit
true.
around freshly on your ass.
I didn't even remember it at first.
How does the Shake Shack look to you fellas? It's so good. I had that burger earlier.
Looks good.
The burger has a little bit of spice to it.
Shake Shack really likes to. You ever walk by a Shake Shack?
The smell that they pump into the air.
They're pumping it, right? They're definitely pumping.
I don't know.
There's no way that's just coming straight from the kitchen. They're pumping.
It's so attractive. They have to be pumping it. I think certain stores pump smell.
I catch a Shake Shack from 4 blocks away.
You're just
And I
like
go, I
drifting
literally-
towards it
yeah.
like a cartoon
Yeah,
skunk towards a pie on a
feet in the air.
windowsill.
Yeah. That's genuinely what, like, you're walking through the city and you're like, there's a Shake Shack somewhere around here.
Yeah, it's the best.
It smells so good.
It's amazing. I wonder who was the first one to do that, to pump smell. Starbucks?
What the fuck would Starbucks be pumping?
Beans.
Stale croissants?
No, I think they do that. I think they do perfume their stores
They pump?
with coffee smell.
They're not pumping the food. They're not pumping the egg bite smell. Just smells like eggs. You're like, oh, I need a fucking coffee.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about this. I think this is a really good question that you asked.
I
About.
think
It's really not that crazy of a question.
What
I
I
think
would
pretty
do.
much just
So
asking
here's
what
some
your dream
caveats.
job is.
I think caveats are it has to be something that is within your body type, but you would be successful at it. And I don't think you have to be restricted to the salary of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me thinks, being a selling really, really highly coveted woodworking on Etsy.
I was thinking some kind of wood, or just like, what if you had like a wood shop in like Florence or something,
Yep.
like on the side of a cobblestone road, and you're just like sawing, making a different chair every time or something like that.
a crafts
A
worker.
true craftsman.
There's some
Yeah.
people that do.
Haberdasher.
There's some people that run like guiding, fly fishing guides in like the Bahamas, and they literally just live on like a shack in the Bahamas, and people just
Yeah.
come. But
Houseboats.
they also do get like wiped out by hurricanes like once every
Yeah.
5 years, and
Yeah.
they have to like start their entire business from the ground up.
You think they're trying to like meet a girl on the tour or something like that?
You think that's what they do?
I'm asking, or like, how do they? Because obviously, if they had a woman in their life, they'd have a nicer home. So, do you think that they're looking for love out there, or do you think they're just looking for lust?
I have no idea. I never have considered any of those things.
The protagonist in Hemingway's posthumous novel Islands in the Stream lived on an island in the Caribbean and painted. He was a painter. And
What, did he just paint blue?
No, yeah, landscapes mostly, but I think that everyone really liked his work. And he seemed to live a very good life. His sons would come to visit him and he would fish with them.
Hemingway.
Well, all of his protagonists were always some version of himself.
Oh, a broadcast, like a NFL broadcaster would be a sick job, like a play-by-play commentator.
But you're British.
Yeah, you see that? You see those British guys with Cooper DeJean's touchdown?
Yeah, they were sick.
Unreal. And why is it always in every other anyone that's not American is better at that job?
You know, you say that. We have some pretty good announcers.
Do we? Kevin Harlan's the best.
Yeah, but
and they
who's the
barely
guy?
use him.
I can never remember his name. The college football
Gus
announcer.
Johnson?
No, not him. He's too over the top for me. The guy who does the national championship in college football
I don't know.
Kirk Herbstreit.
might be him.
It might be him, yeah. Kevin Harlan is the best. He's the one that does he's like the Lamar clip where he runs the touchdown back for like 60 yards and he does the spin move.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, and now he's got an entourage. He is Houdini.
Yeah,
That guy's great.
yeah.
Kevin Harlan's the best.
He is really good, but at the same time, you say that Gus Johnson is too over the top, but then when we listen to a Spanish announcer where we can't understand anything we're saying, we're enjoying how over the top they are.
True.
And they're like, Ronaldinho, goal enorme, goal. Like, that shit is awesome. And
That
that's basically
rules.
what Gus Johnson does.
Yeah, Gus Johnson's more like
Yeah, he just goes guttural.
Yeah.
Al Michaels, maybe 40 years ago.
Summerall, Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Madden stopped coaching when he was like 36.
Really?
Yeah, and I think he was just a broadcaster. If you look at a picture of John Madden coaching, he looks like he's 65.
Yeah.
Different time. They carried him off the field. There's like that iconic clip. Oh yeah, you have my phone. We traded phones. I don't want it. Just give me the protein bar.
I kind of want to pull up the Kevin Harlan clip because I got to hear it.
Just give me the protein bar, bro.
I'll pull up my guy because I really like my guy, and you guys are gonna know who I'm talking about.
Let's compare guys. Everyone give a clip from their guy.
Errol Sasquatchino. Gol, 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 enorme. Golazo.
He is Houdini. I'm going with mine.
Down the middle of the field. It's a second down and 3.
His voice.
Jackson takes it himself. Look at him turn back and forth. Oh! He broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage. And he's got a touchdown.
Yeah, very good.
Houdini. What a play. 47-yard touchdown run by the magical quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Just watch his good.
I mean, it doesn't get much
His
better
voice
than
is
that.
it's like transatlantic.
It doesn't get much better than that.
All right.
He is Houdini.
My favorite guy.
Now he's
is
got an entourage.
Chris Fowler.
Chris Fowler.
Chris Fowler is my guy.
Let's hear.
All right, you wanna
Chris
hear a
Fowler's
good-
one of his best
Yeah.
calls.
It's actually funny. In my
That is he has a nice voice and he's excitable as hell.
not bad. Not Kevin Harlan, but not bad.
Yeah, he is nice.
He's really good. The first one didn't do it justice. He's amazing. I love Chris Fowler. He's just got that timbre, that timbre of voice. Some people can call a game, and it's what you envision and want when you listen
I really
to
think it's something nostalgic that's like this 50s style voice that they all have.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. I'm trying to find the He Is Electrifying one.
Jalen Hurts dropping back. The fucking Philly guy's sick. Son of a Boy Dad is sponsored by BetterHelp. We often hear about the red flags that we should avoid. But what if we focus more on looking for the green flags in friends and partners? If you're not sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify green flags, actively practice them in your relationships, and embody the green flag energy yourself. Whether you're dating, married, building a friendship, or working on yourself, it's time to form relationships that love you back. Of course, therapy has been helpful for me in my life, and I really encourage everybody to try it. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable, convenient, and it serves over 5 million people nationwide. Access to a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists of a wide range of specialties. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/son today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/son. And remember, therapy can change everything you feel about yourself and everybody else, so why not give it a try? It really is not that hard. It's actually doing yourself a favor, and you better help yourself to some BetterHelp. There is a great deal this week through February 17th where Shake Shack is getting into the Valentine's Day spirit and will be running a Will You Be My BOGO promotion featuring their Smoke Shack burger with code BeMine. And I'm trying to decide who will be my BOGO. Oh yeah, I already decided it's going to be Francis because you didn't even wait until we're all eating to start eating the Shake Shack, which is insane.
I know who I'm bringing.
Who's your BOGO?
Bo.
BOGO is your BOGO.
Bo, go with me to Shake Shack. Be my BOGO.
Okay, I changed my mind. Actually, mine is going to be my wife because we're going to go and go right to the corner. And I'm going to go ahead and do that one instead. Are you gonna do it yourself? Are you going to just enjoy it yourself, Sass, or what's your plan?
Yeah. I'm going to enjoy it myself.
Do you think you can have 2 burgers yourself?
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
That's pretty good. The Smoke Shack burger is actually delicious. It's their Angus beef topped with applewood bacon, the chopped cherry peppers, which give it an incredible spice.
Little heat, little
Really,
kick.
there's a nice kick. And of course, the shake sauce on a toasted potato bun. Shake Shack is serving up the Shake Shack BOGO, and they don't want you to miss Valentine's Day a week from the 11th through the 17th of February. Visit your local Shake Shack or order online with code BeMine. Get to shaking and shacking with Shake Shack. Harry Callis was an old Phillies guy. He was incredible. Even the in-stadium announcers, that's a specific type of voice you need to have.
Yep.
Philly center fielder Marlon Byrd.
No, nice.
Smooth ass voice.
Yeah.
Scoops it in, vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. He's thrown away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught! Caught for a touchdown! Caught for a touchdown by Likely! Absolutely amazing!
What was it?
A streaker video.
Oh, the streaker Kevin Harlan. Yeah.
Okay.
The play-by-play.
Oh yeah, when he's evading
Yeah.
the police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on because I don't think that's a very good topic.
I thought it was a great topic.
I just think you're playing fucking voiceless, imageless clips.
People
into
get
a
it. People know
microphone. Yeah. I did it too to humor you, but as I was doing it, I thought this is not
You
good.
did it, and then you realized how much worse your pick was than mine.
That's not
and
it.
then you immediately were like, "We got to move topics."
No, I
This
think
topic
I
sucks.
thought let that be the end of it. And then you pulled up another one and I realized this air is dead.
Now I really think like you tried to compare to Kevin Harlan, and you just were like, "There's nothing to compare
Look,
to."
I'm not going to bicker with you. That's you and Roan territory now.
We don't have to bicker. I'm
You
not
two
trying
have
to bicker.
taken the bicker torch.
I'm just saying.
He doesn't
Who-
want to bicker as long as you say he won the argument.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't have to argue about this. Just tell me that I'm right.
I'm not holding the
Who
bicker
won? Who
baton
won?
anymore. You two are passing the bigger baton
Ron, you
between
know
two.
that Kevin.
I like
Harlan
my
is better.
picks.
Who was your pick? I don't even remember you having a pick.
Just like saying the Spanish words.
Yeah. See, no.
You want to
Doesn't
see
work?
some growth? Your guy was better.
Yeah, he was
Good.
by a lot.
Are you satisfied?
He is Houdini.
How did he get out of that one? How did Sass get out of that one? I haven't been able to smell this candle the whole time, though.
No, it's
No,
not
it's
good.
very scentless.
Spotify clearly better at music.
Yeah, stick to music. All right.
Leave the
Why don't we
candles
stick
to
to
my
music
wife.
and podcasts?
Leave the candles to the fucking pros.
I
Got
bet
to.
Joe Rogan got a nice smelly candle.
Oh, he probably got like a totem pole of a candle. He probably got a 3-story candle. It
They
looks
probably
like a
got him one of
sequoia.
those smokeless fireplaces.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
I like those.
You like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Was that it was,
Solo stove.
Yeah, how
Snoop
much
Dogg
are those?
thing?
Like $300?
Maybe.
They're
The
like
big
this,
one?
They're like this big.
My
They're
big,
pretty
I have a
huge.
big one and it's pretty big. I mean, you can fit a couple logs in there and they burn hot. They create a lot of heat and they burn clean. And then I also have as a what's called I think it's called a tea gift. When you play in a member guest golf tournament or something, they'll often give you a bag of swag and something on the first tee. And the tea gift for one of these tournaments I played in was the small space heater sized solo stove.
Mm.
Burns
Sounds like
pellets.
a low tea gift.
And it's cool. You can put that on a dining table outside or
Yeah.
something, and it creates heat for the
Kind
table.
of sucks that you got to play 18 holes with it though. Just lugging around a fucking fireplace.
Yeah, it's a
No.
links course. You just have to drag.
Yeah, I guess I'll just carry this stove for 18 holes.
And the clubs.
Oh man!
I guess I'll just take 2 clubs and the.
yeah. You
Yeah.
got
Putter
the clubs
driver
over
and
your
the-
back, and you're just lugging a fucking 400-pound stove.
They were small. They were.
Does
small.
anyone have any wood?
You want the 3 or the 5?
Ah, there we go.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah, some good ass golf shit.
What are you, 3 or 5 man? I never even carried a 5.
Nor did I. I don't carry a 5 wood. I have a 3 wood and then a hybrid.
What is your hybrid?
It's probably a 3 hybrid.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna hit your 5, you might as well hit your 9 iron
No, not even close.
or your 3 iron. I haven't played golf in maybe 12
If you're gonna
years.
hit a 5 wood, you're definitely not hitting a 9 iron.
Well, I
Dumbass.
guess
Stupid.
my 9s.
Stupid.
I guess my
Stupid.
9s are way different
Dumb.
than yours.
Dumb.
The way I hit a 9 probably about 275.
Yeah, that would be the world record for sure.
What happened to you? Why are you in this mood?
What mood?
You're in a mood.
No, I'm not.
Dumb, stupid.
I just like piling on. Like
There's
making
no
people-
pile. You are the pile.
I was waiting for you to hop on with me. but
I
you
don't
never
ever
did.
do that.
You never
You,
did.
as I said,
I thought we were
it's a
kind
new
of.
year,
I thought
new
we were
me.
kind of ragdolling him about his lack of golf knowledge.
Golf knowledge. As the 2 golf guys. But that's very ungolfly. You know who you should call
It's literally like being like, well, why would I hit my 5 iron?
I
Why
get-
would hit-
I
why would
know,
hit
I
my
know,
5
bro.
wood when I was going to hit my putter.
who would be a funny person for you to call? Maybe hit up Beef and we can all laugh about it. Somebody who will really pile on.
No.
Did you see the
I
video?
could call my old golf coach.
Yeah. Call him
That'd be a fun one.
and just say it. He'd be like, this fucking dumbass that I'm working with
Yeah.
just compared a five wood to a 9-iron.
You got mischief coming out your ears right now. I love it.
Being a coach for a sport would be cool.
He's just oozing mischief.
Going
Yeah,
back
he
to the
is.
jobs.
You couldn't be mischievous as a coach. There's no mischievous coaches. Managers
Itching.
in baseball, maybe.
Yeah.
There's definitely mischievous coaches. Bill Belichick.
You're itching for a fight.
No, I'm not.
Just like when Grant crossed the Rapantan River to take on Lee.
Yeah.
Which began the campaign
This
for
is the repentant right here.
Richmond.
And you keep on fucking.
It's not the Rapantan. What was the
You keep
river?
on dancing on the repentant.
I'll find the river. Hold on.
Nothing I'm not used to.
Yeah.
1v2.
He's a voice not 1v2 at all.
2v1.
Yeah.
Just gonna do a little historical fact check here.
How's the new station? How's
The
new
Rapidan River.
Hey, Francis, I think we're going to move topics. I
That's all it is, though.
think we're going to move on.
I'm not going to play a
from the
30-second,
topic.
telling of that story and be like, see?
Hey, Francis, we've moved on.
I'm going to play the name of my favorite rivers.
We're on to the next.
I'm about to play the pronunciation of some of my favorite rivers.
What are your top 3 rivers? Give them to me.
Schuylkill,
Mhm.
the Delaware,
Mm.
and the mighty Monongahela.
Oh, very good choices.
Thank you.
Nice
Delaware
ones.
is definitely top 3 for me.
Yep.
Kind of a home base.
Mississippi and Missouri are, those are bait answers.
Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee is nice.
Wait, Sass, which ones are your top 3?
Definitely Delaware, because I fish off of the branches of the Delaware when I'm in New Jersey. And I really want to fish the Madison River in Montana. That sounds very fun. I like the Chattahoochee.
Mhm.
You know the song?
Have you ever set foot in it, or have you seen it?
I fell into it.
Oh, really?
completely, Up to my neck.
The actual Chattahoochee.
The actual Chattahoochee.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right after they had an E. coli breakout
What I love most about rivers is
And
you
I was
can't
up to
step
my
in the
neck in
same
it.
river twice.
because it's always moving.
That's Pocahontas.
That's good.
I got you singing a musical song now, and you didn't even know it. This entrapment. You've fallen right into my trap.
No one knows Pocahontas better than me.
What I love most about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice.
You can.
That's
actually,
Pocahontas.
that's like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
So, roast her ass.
South Branch Raritan. Been in that shit fucking 100 times.
What's your top 3, Francis? As you list 15.
Middle Fork of the Salmon.
Great.
I guess more broadly we could just say the salmon, but the Middle Fork specifically.
Where's that?
Upstate.
Idaho.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
You've been there?
We've talked about this.
I always assumed you were talking about the Salmon River in upstate New York.
No.
You've been to
I
the Salmon
whitewater
River in
rafted.
Idaho?
Down the Middle Fork of the Salmon River in Idaho.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like one of my dream places to go.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You want to hear a funny story? I might have told you this. So when we were trying to plan a fishing trip like a couple of years ago, and we were all like sending like spots, and I was like, my friends were all sending spots out west because they all live out there, and I was like, guys, I feel like we're really like brushing away from the East Coast, like upstate New York, Vermont, Maine. Like there's really good fishing spots. Like we could try to go to one of these places. And I sent the Salmon River, and I was sending photos of this because the Salmon River in upstate New York is like one of the best rivers for steelhead in probably all of the East Coast.
Mhm.
So I was sending the Salmon River, and I'm like, guys, we got to check out and I was sending photos with like the mountains, and I was like, this is incredible. Like this is 3 hours away from New York City. Like, why don't we go here? And then Bo looked it up, and he was like, dude, that's the Salmon River in Idaho.
Yeah.
And I was sending screenshots of the Salmon River in Idaho, being like, this is 4 hours away from
This is
my-
where I
from my
live, bro.
apartment.
And
Yeah.
you never visit me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In my defense, if you look up the Salmon River on Apple Maps, it comes up with the Salmon River
People
in upstate
falsely
New York, but
geotag
it
it.
comes up with photos of the Salmon River. In
Wasn't it
Idaho.
amazing?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Show me a picture of it.
I was
Sess.
probably 10 or 11, and it was just one of those big groups. And it was my whole family. We went.
Are your parents pretty good at whitewater rafting?
I mean,
Have
you
they done
know,
it before?
there's whatever 12 people on a boat with a guide. Mostly the big ones are just kind of bouncing down the river. There's not a lot of issues or need to, be particularly skilled. However, on the second day, I think it was like a week-long trip, and the guides and the people who were curating the trip would go ahead and set up the tents at the end of the day way down the river for where you would stay. And then we'd have group dinners, and I don't know, there were probably like 40 people on
Were
this
they
thing.
bespoke dinners? Were you sitting on the ground or were you cross-legged?
They'd have little
or-
folding tables and
nice.
set up, and
That
you know, it
sounds
was family
bespoke.
style. It was cool, but everything was outside. You camped every night.
Yeah.
But on the second day, they brought out these things called duckies, which were the inflatable kayaks,
Mhm.
and there were about 6 or 7 of them. And I always wanted to be in the duckies. So first day, I was in a ducky, and the Middle Fork of the Salmon has, I think, class 3 rapids.
Yeah, probably.
You know? Do you know
Yeah.
how the highest classification?
What is it? 4 or 5?
I think it's 5.
It's 9, dumbass.
But 5 is like full blown waterfall.
Well, it's a waterfall. Yeah.
Wrong.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
You were
So,
gonna say 10.
I don't care if you were
You
Guys-
were
wrong.
gonna say
guys-
10.
guys.
Sorry.
So
Apologize.
You apologize.
I
fucking
already did
derailed him.
apologize. You
derailed him
apologize.
for no reason.
You're
Did
cutting
we-
him off and being disrespectful.
please shut up.
Okay. Roan, apologize.
I'm sorry.
I don't want that from you. It's him. You're this guy. So
I'm fascinated by the story. I want to hear more.
I
I'm
know.
locked in too.
well, the duckies would come out and
What's a ducky?
is the inflatable kayaks.
So
Okay.
he hasn't been listening.
So you're
it's just me and you now. Let's just talk.
Yeah, I'm 10 years old and we're going down class 3 rapids. The first one I go down, flip.
Really?
Yeah, we got helmets and we got life jackets on, but now you're floating and they've told you try to float feet first down the thing. But the rapids are pretty serious. I mean, you're bouncing around.
You know why you go feet first?
I do know.
Yeah.
So you can fend off rocks with your legs.
Oh, I thought it was because if you go head first, there's a chance your feet get caught. And then you're just head first, getting pushed down into the water.
There may be truth to that. But yeah, so whatever. I flipped, rushed down the river, get past the set of rapids, and they pick you up, they fish you out. Fine. It was exhilarating. It was fun. On the last day, it's the final day, I got enough people had their turn in the duckies that I got to go again.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go again. And we're going. And it's kind of low key. It's not particularly hard rapids. And I'm just sort of floating. And I go through one. And then my ducky turns sideways. And I go sideways over a rock. A rock rapids. And that immediately flips me. And I land in the eddy. The swirl where the water comes around the rock and then comes back down.
Yeah. That's how you die.
And the little boat flipped on top of me.
Yeah.
And it was upside down. So the water was pulling me down and I'm under the boat. And I'm
Drowning. Yeah.
Fully drowning.
Yeah.
Screaming. And one of the guides, this Australian guy, they were in proper whitewater rafting kayaks and really knew what he was doing. And he was banging on the top of the ducky with his paddle, saying, "Get out! Get out!" And I'm like, I can't. I'm 10.
So were you breathing? Because you were
but
under
I was
the
getting
kayak?
like lungfuls of
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
I'm wearing a life jacket, but the water was so powerfully pushing
Yeah.
me down. And somehow they ended up flipping the boat back over. And
You were out of the boat though, right? You weren't like
I'm
strapped
under the
in.
boat. No,
Yeah.
no. There were no, it was
Yeah.
a bullshit kayak. It was not there was no skirt. I couldn't do a roll.
Yeah.
Which I've since learned how to do, by the way, and is really fun.
Yeah.
So
I
why
can
would
be-
you not be an Olympic kayaker if you could
I
already
know.
roll?
I know. I would like to get back into kayaking.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
But it's like on courses though. It's almost like indoor. It's like a tight ass course.
But I'll never forget that moment. That was probably the most scared I've ever been in my
Yeah.
life. To this day, I can think about that and the feeling of being trapped under that boat. But last thought, one of the, it was so well curated, this whole trip. And on the third or fourth day, my grandfather came, and he was an avid fly fisherman. And they had set up one of the whitewater rafting boats to be just this lazy drifting one with seats on it, where a lot of the older people and the guys who like to fly fish could fly fish off the boat as they went down the river.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of different things that you could do on that whitewater rafting trip. At one point, we passed under a drawbridge, like this rope bridge that connected the right bank of the river to a cattle farm on the left. And we saw a mountain lion stalking across the bridge
Really?
to go presumably kill a fucking livestock, a
Yeah.
cow or whatever. Super cool wildlife, bird life. Only sad thing was that there was a lot of devastation from forest fires. And that was like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Before they
I
were
can
hot.
imagine it's way worse now. But it was truly a formulative experience. In
That's
my
pretty
life.
sick. I want to go there so
It was
bad.
awesome.
All
Yeah.
right, second favorite river.
Wait. Let me show you. Let me show you just so I can show you that I wasn't being a
No,
dumbass.
we believed you. I don't think that was something that we were
Are
going
you
to call
showing me a
on.
picture? Or are you
Look,
show-
Salmon River, Hamilton County, New York, and then these are the photos of the river.
Wow, that looks fucking incredible. Those, I mean, the mountains in the background are.
This is not in upstate New York.
Yeah.
It's in Idaho.
There was a guy on our trip who had played 5 seasons in the NFL as an offensive lineman.
Damn.
And he did it every night. Someone who would kind of give a talk if there was someone interesting in the group about what they had done. And I remember being the most excited to hear his story. But that was the first time I learned that like NFL players, most of them do not have
Oh yeah.
15-year
Yeah,
careers and
yeah.
make tons of money.
You
'Cause
play
he was like,
3 or
yeah,
4 years.
Season 3, I tore my Achilles. Season 4, I broke my tricep.
Yeah.
Then it was a wrap. I made $600,000.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, huh.
You know,
No,
you're
I
just
kinda-
fucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
guess I
seems
don't
like
want
his
your
life's
autograph.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second
But you
favorite
kind of
river.
are fucked when that happens to you.
Yeah.
Because it's like you probably got a degree in some bullshit thing.
I mean,
because
they
your
want to be in
college-
24 like everybody else that's 24. I don't think it's that. I don't think you're fucked if you played 3 years in the NFL. The connections you have are probably incredible. If you even if you made league minimum for 3 years, you've made over $1 million by the
Yeah.
time you're like 24. There's nothing.
That's true.
I don't think you're exactly fucked. But I mean, if there's some people who don't have transferable skill sets or like who just blow through the money like it's always going to be there. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably some people who come out broke. But I mean, this seems like this guy had the wherewithal to
If he was on the
whitewater
Salmon
raft.
River, he's probably
If he's in the
doing
Salmon
well.
River, he's doing good.
You know,
Yeah.
probably started a used car sales
Yeah.
lot in Texas. And, you know, because he was this gigantic, likable guy.
Yeah.
What's your second 2 favorite rivers?
The Saco River in Maine. I'm going to go with a local home favorite for me.
Yeah, I
Love
was home
that.
favorites.
Respect.
Like
And
the
then-
Saco River.
And your third?
The Saco River, you could do a lazy river down. It
Ooh.
flowed nice and easy. You could get some inner tubes, link
That's
them
why I
together.
like the Schuylkill. Same lazy
Yeah.
river type of thing. I
Yeah.
love that's an incredible. That's an elite activity.
Yeah.
End of summer.
I've become a fan of any real river that runs through a city or adjacent to a city that you can actually swim in because it's still clean. I'm always
Like
very
Lake
impressed.
Travis and
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
that's a nice one.
Why is it's not?
Oh, that's a river, right?
I think so.
it's
The
not
one
a
that's
lake.
in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool that they do those huge flotillas on hot days. Everyone goes out there.
You rent a kayak. You're in the middle of the downtown.
Yeah.
Are you doing Atlanta anytime soon?
No.
No? If you do, go check out the Chattahoochee.
Can you swim in it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But that's not. It doesn't split the downtown, does it?
No, but it's really nice.
The Chicago River is like the idea that you can just take boats through. Personal boats is kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Way
Right in the
down
middle of the
yonder on the
city.
What are
Chattahoochee.
other big cities that have a swimmable river in them as a body of water?
Milwaukee has a river through the middle of it. Definitely not swimmable.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know, European cities
Have you seen that clip
like Venice?
of that city? I think it's in Austria where people will commute to work by floating
Yes,
down the river.
I have.
They
That's
put-
incredible.
They put their like work belongings in a waterproof bag and just float down the river.
No, that's awesome though.
It's the coolest thing ever.
How do they get home though?
Walk.
Do they have to take the 16-mile loop of the river?
It may be that they actually get home that way.
That'd be an awesome way to like end the day.
Decompress.
Decompress, just floating in the
In
water.
a suit?
Yeah.
A
So
full business
cool.
suit.
Yeah.
Your ass
yeah.
in the water in Tom Ford.
Awesome. I
That'd be
love
incredible.
it.
Yeah, that would be so. I don't know. I mean, do you think that happens every day? Like, there's like traffic jams on the river because
No.
it's rush hour.
No. If it's like raining, I'm sure people aren't fucking.
Where are they even
Yeah.
getting? Like, how are they restocking the inner tubes? Are you blowing up? Are you carrying your inner tube to work?
I
and you
didn't
have
see
it there
them
all
having
day?
inner tubes. I saw them just floating with their inflatable, or their bag of belongings, their waterproof bag, and then just floating down the river. I'm gonna pull up a picture
Do you,
of
think
that.
do you think there's any homeless people that just live on the float? Like they're just constantly flowing in a circle?
Like people who stay in the subway.
Yeah. Like they're just always floating.
I mean, it would be nice, but is it ever unhealthy to be in the water that long?
Yeah, definitely.
How?
Two Swiss
You get
cities,
dehydrated?
Basel and
Yeah, I
Bern.
think.
Basel and Bern. Workers commute in the river, not in a boat.
Those are big cities, aren't they?
Yeah, Bern's huge.
That's
I
pretty
think.
sick.
Yeah.
People just in Bern they just fucking float like
That's
bikers
cool.
in
Swim
Amsterdam?
to work. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Super cool.
I've got another top 3, but I don't really want to give up my honey holes like that. That's why I've kind of gone with just like well-known.
Yeah, same.
That's fine.
Like my top 3 are definitely different. I would put the Delaware in my actual top 3.
Delaware's great. It's historic.
Yeah.
Washington. Best painting of a river, probably. What
Mhm.
are other good river paintings? There's got to be some Rubicon ass fucking paintings.
Mm.
There's some really nice rivers out in like like this Pacific Northwest.
Mhm.
What river splits the Grand Canyon? Santa Fe. Is that? What's the river that splits the Grand Canyon? Just exposed myself.
I mean, I'm embarrassed that I can't think of it either. Isn't it the Colorado?
Yeah, it's got to be.
I would think it's the Colorado.
River Boy, you don't know it?
The Arkansas River in Colorado is a very nice river.
The Colorado River.
Yeah.
You were right.
I'm more of a fan of the Arkansas.
Yeah, you just had no idea.
Runs through
You've
Colorado.
never heard of the Grand Canyon, have you?
No.
It's your first time. Happy to learn you. It's actually beautiful.
I'd love to see it.
It's like 3 hours upstate of here.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
That's like where I went fishing in Pennsylvania. The what was that river called? Like Pine River or something like that. I forget what it was called, but they call that area the Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania.
Mm.
Really?
It's like they call it the Grand Canyon.
Pennsylvania, I think, is a bunch of like tiny towns that exist in different countries. Or there's like a Scotland and an Aleppo, which is where? Syria?
Yep.
Aren't you from Pennsylvania?
What? Yes, but what does that have to do with it? Aleppo's in like western Pennsylvania by Pittsburgh.
Got it.
So what was your point about me being from Pennsylvania? That's why I knew the fact.
Yeah, but you said it like you were guessing.
I'm saying where Aleppo is, the actual city that it's referencing.
Oh, okay.
Smart ass.
It's amazing. It's
Had
amazing.
enough. I really had enough out of you.
It's just crazy to not be like up to date on like Pennsylvania knowledge.
I'm about to put your ass in detention.
Because I'm starting to wonder if you're even from Pennsylvania. I could see you being like a Jersey guy.
Just 1 week together, and now this is exactly what it's. This is what it's been with me for him for fucking ever, and it's eerie to hear it. I feel like I'm looking through the looking glass at someone else living my life, and I'm yelling out like, "No!"
There are a lot of Jersey people that claim Philly.
Yeah,
So I'm putting it all together. I've got questions.
because I asked if Aleppo was in Syria.
Why don't you give me your parents' phone numbers? I'm going to make some calls after this.
Starts
Double check some info.
610.
Turns out his real name's Clarence. Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
Fuck, bro. Don't dox me like this. Cranbrook is actually a private school too.
Really?
I might need to get to the airport.
Where are you going? You're going to golf?
No.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, where are you going?
I'm going out to Colorado.
For what? Skiing?
Mm-hmm.
Bastard.
That's so awesome.
Should I go?
You want to come?
I got nothing this weekend.
Come through.
I thought you were going to a city.
No.
That's
I do
going
have
to be
spots.
awesome.
Yeah.
Who are you staying with? Your brothers?
My buddy. Yeah, his family has a house out near Beaver Creek.
The idea of just randomly finding out Francis has like 8 brothers.
Marky, Ricky, Tommy, Terry, Donnie, and Brian.
Yeah, me and my brothers are getting a house up in
You don't remember?
Telluride.
You dropped me off at my brother's houses on the
You
way home
knew
from
he
West
had
Virginia.
brothers. The fuck are you talking
You knew.
about?
It
I
turns
was
out
lying.
Francis is the youngest by like 20 years. He's got like fucking 60-year-old brothers.
We all have lots of property in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I used to, when I was a kid, when I was like 6 or 7, I used to tell people that I had an older brother just because I wanted one badly.
I think anyone that didn't have a brother has done that.
Said you had a
I
brother.
1000% said I had brothers.
I didn't say that. I don't have a brother. I never said that.
I don't know why I did. I don't know what the.
I did 100% did.
And I was like, he's 6'8" and he skateboards.
I wanted a brother so bad.
I don't know. Those are just I guess what I thought was cool, being like a 6'8" skateboarder. Do 6'8" dudes even skateboard?
I don't think so.
You gotta get custom trucks,
They
don't
can't
think
even
they
fit
do.
on the skateboard.
custom
Yeah.
trucks, custom bearings,
You're either 6'8" or you skateboard,
reinforced deck.
or you're 5'8" and you skateboard.
Being a 6'8" skateboarder would be insane.
I bought a Zoo York deck.
Where are you skiing this weekend? Give us the mountain.
Vale and Beaver Creek.
Fuck, that sounds so
It's
nice.
gonna be great.
A lot of pow down there right
I
now
don't know. I
too.
don't know exactly. They've had a pretty big amount.
I've been talking to my connects out in Colorado, and they're saying it's pissing. They're saying it's pissin' powder all day.
Is that even good?
Yeah. Every time I talk to Peters, he's like, we just got a foot. We got a foot last night. I'm just giving you a heads up.
I don't want it to be like shitting.
You're walking into some
Well,
prime.
I'm gonna bring out my
conditions.
boats. I'm bringing my powder boats.
You ever get the
Bring my
I got
duckies.
these. I had these when I was really young. You ever get the really small skis?
No, I didn't. I wasn't one of those guys.
You didn't get them? They're fun. I still have them.
I know
you should
those
use them
kids.
sometime.
Those kids ended up not doing well in life, though.
I had them. I'm doing great.
You probably didn't have them long enough, though.
I used them once.
Yeah, there you go. Kids who really thought that those were the things.
See, I got them because I wanted
They're
to use
scrubbing
them. I
dishes
wanted
at
to
the
use
Mighty
them in
Rudder
my
off Route
yard.
1.
I wanted to use them in my yard, and I would build jumps on like a hill that we had.
Yeah,
And the
we all
problem
did
was,
that. We all built jumps.
The problem was with those skis, they're so small that they don't really bend. So you would go to hit the jump, and your skis would just go straight through the base of the jump, and you would just tip right over because
Mhm.
there's zero flex to them at all.
Yeah.
So I had to bring out the Armandos,
Were they called ski skates?
something like that. They're fun though.
Yeah.
I'll get them. I'll give them to you.
Wait, what'd you get after that? The what?
My Armadas.
Nice.
Yeah,
I thought you said Armandos.
I did. I fully did say that.
He did too.
You're always adding some consonants.
Why not?
I love it.
A little spice.
That's how the Spanish do it. A little
Okay.
tilde. All right, good stuff. Enjoy your flight.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
Enjoy
it.
your weekend.
Thanks.
I'll see you out there.
I'm coming home a day early, so
Why?
we can record. When I say a day early, I mean it's a long weekend, President's Weekend.
Oh, really? Stay out there.
No, I'm gonna come home on
What
Sunday.
the fuck? No, that's stupid.
No.
Okay.
Sunday's gonna be the crazy day.
Well, I'm just saying,
Well, I've
you guys,
sacrificed my President's Day completely.
you guys,
Here
didn't,
I am putting my President's Day on the chopping block.
you guys didn't make it home after the Super Bowl, which I get.
That's what I'm saying.
But I am going to come home a day early on a long weekend to make sure I can do.
All right, let's
The
no, stay.
podcast.
Stay. We'll put out the episode Wednesday.
No,
Why? Who cares?
because the fans care and I care about them.
Or we'll just put it out late on Tuesday again.
No, I've already got my flights booked. I wasn't even planning to tell you guys this until you guys all just were like, yeah, I don't even know if the Eagles are going to let us come home to record the pod.
They're
No.
saying they want us to join the team.
They want us to go down for the
Yeah.
parade.
They need us driving the buses.
It's also one of those things too where it's like, I get why he had a hard time getting home. You couldn't tell you.
But
Don't
I
drink.
didn't have a hard time.
Went to bed early.
I didn't have a hard
Played
time
video games
getting
all
home.
weekend. Had nothing to do with the Super Bowl.
I had not. I had
Didn't
did
put
not,
out any
I did-
content.
I did not.
Went to the game, sat with an old man.
I didn't have a hard time getting home. I went home when Barstool told me it
You-
was time to go home.
You flew home through another city and missed the flight.
That's not true at all.
You said you were flying home through Charlotte and you missed the flight.
I missed the flight to Charlotte. I
Oh.
never got to Charlotte.
Oh, whoops. I guess I'm saying it wrong.
And I would have
Well,
got. I
how
got.
is what
I
you
got
just
home.
said different from what I
and
said?
You know what? When I landed.
Welcome back
in,
to the Looking
Oh,
Glass.
my
when
God.
when I landed at JFK, I got an email from American saying "Welcome to New York" because my flight landed the exact same time as that other flight landed, so it didn't change anything. Just made it less inconvenient for me.
I can't even follow. I don't know what we're
It's
talking
'cause
about.
You're not even trying to follow, bro.
I am.
And to be honest, I don't have time for this bullshit right now.
I know. Me neither. I got
I got a flight to Telluride that I have to catch right now, and you're here picking my brain about fucking God knows what.
You don't have a flight to Telluride.
I wish I did.
I know. You should go out there. It's fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right, we'll see you guys
You got anything
next week.
coming up?
Oh yeah, Boston. I'm going to be in Boston next week,
Atlanta too.
and Atlanta the week after that.
We'll be at New Brunswick Stress Factory March 8th, and then Providence in early April. That's all I've got right now. punchup.live/Francis Ellis. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
HarrySettleWebsite.com. Bye.